Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Yeah!
Good luck to you.
No, but I cut off the top roots at the time.
So you...
How did you get at the last root? to stick out of. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I heard you had a fight with Fritz and Matthew.
Heathens.
So it was you they fought with?
Yes, it was me. And I hope I'll never have to see those wastrels.
They deserve to be ousted, but the debt? How are they ever going to pay it?
I really don't care. Let them live in penury. Brutes.
Isn't that a little unchristian? You wouldn't want personal spite to ruin their lives, would you?
Well, those were just idle threats, really. If they come and apologize, there's always a possibility of forgiveness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Goodman. A word with you. Hey, Goodman. A word with you.
And get a move on, because you stink like a beggar's armpit.
Do you want something?
I do. And you look like the kind of fellow who knows a thing or two and wouldn't mind a bit of work that's not entirely, well, honest.
What's it about?
I'm looking for someone who knows how to dip her pockets. For a reward, of course.
Oh, then it's lucky for you that I happened along. Who do you want me to rob?
There's a farmer who lives in the craftsman's yard. He made a killing supplying vegetables to the monastery. I worked for him for a while, but then he threw me out without even paying me for my labour. I'd like you to steal the groschen he owes me. And also a pouch containing an amulet he got from the herb woman. He's as superstitious as an old crone, so when he realises he's lost it, he'll have a fit.
Sounds easy enough.
It ain't quite that easy, otherwise I'd handle it myself. That fucker don't trust no one, and he's always looking over his shoulder. If you manage to nick his pouch and his coin, you can keep the groschen as a reward.
Bye.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Here's the farmer's pouch you asked for.
Great, thanks. He'll have a fit when he finds out. He won't get a wink of sleep till he gets a new one. You see, he's got this idea he'll be eaten alive by fleas and lice without his amulet.
I'm always on the lookout for work. What have you got?
When I worked for the farmer, I took a fancy to his maid, only she's got someone else, a draper. He gives her fine shawls and chemises, and I don't have a chance. Go and steal the shawl she has.
What use would her shawl be to you?
I'll slip it to someone else and then tell the draper his sweetheart puts no value on the gifts he gives her. He's really jealous, so he'll be mad as hell.
That's not very nice of you. But what do I care? What's it worth to you?
Don't worry, I'll reward you in groschen.
Been a pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I help? Who's there? Answer me. Keep your hands off me, you! Christ, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I brought you that girl's shawl.
Thank you. I'll hide it in the farmer's bed and then tell the draper. He'll cripple the bastard if you don't kill him outright.
Who?
All of them. They're all a bunch of diabolical swine. And that draper, too.
Is there anything else you want?
One last thing. But it won't be so easy this time. I got my own back on the farmer and that wench. Now it's the draper's turn for stealing my girl. Steal the tinderbox he carries. It's his pride and joy, and he's always boasting about how fine it is. Everyone knows it's his. Once you've got it, I'll set the whole bloody farm on fire and drop his tinderbox there so everyone will blame him.
The avenging angel is at your service. I'll get right on it.
Farewell. Yeah. Yeah.
The miller in Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only...
What?
the reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
Nah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage.
About your brawl with Elias.
With Elias? Talk to Fritz about that. Take care. Jesus, what are you...
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention. Good luck, then. How are you?
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention. Good luck.
I'd like you...
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my skills.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
I want to achieve mastery.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Hey, how'd you get so fucked up?
About your brawl with Elias. Your best friend settled the matter.
You serious?
Absolutely. All you have to do is go to him and promise you'll pay the debt somehow.
We won't forget this. On my honor. And I'm really sorry about that fight. I was just going out of my mind.
I want to get better at fist fighting.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get a move on, because you stink like a beggar's armpit.
Any chance of some work?
Well, come to think, there is one rather delicate matter to attend to. A while ago, a holy man came by here. He said he'd come from the Holy Land, and he was selling various relics he'd collected on his travels to pay his way.
I see.
Well, I heard he had some fragments of a sacred sword that once belonged to the fabled Czech Queen of Sheba. But by the time he reached me, he had no pieces left of the sword. All he had was some dubious wares, splinters from our Lord's cross, thorns from the crown, nothing of interest to me.
And where did the pieces of the sword go?
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. They just keep them lying around at home for good luck. If I had them, I'd forge them back into a sword. Can you even imagine what power it would command? If you could get me all the pieces of the sword, I'd repay you very handsomely.
Are you sure the Queen of Sheba's a Czech queen?
Who else would she be? Have you not heard of her? Our son priest. She's in the Bible.
Uh-huh. Isn't it a bit strange that some pilgrim would have something so valuable?
Are you suggesting you might have been lying? Well, people aren't to be trusted, but this is nothing to joke about. God would smite him in a flash if he made light of holy relics that way.
What kind of power did this sword have?
What do you think? It brought its bearer good luck in combat and protection from enemies.
Where can I find the parts?
Like I said, the smith hereabouts bought them from him. They say the largest piece is with the rat-eyed swordsmith. The bastard probably won't want to sell. But if you manage to swipe it somehow...
I could do with a sword like that. What if you sold it to me?
Well, everything has its price. But this one would be expensive. Getting hold of the bits is one thing. Forging them back together is quite another. That tinkerer from Ratite couldn't manage it.
Well, it does sound very interesting. I'll ask them and see what I can do.
Excellent. You'll see you won't regret it. I'll pay you well.
Farewell.
God be with you.
I'm looking for pieces of a sword that a pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling. Would you happen to know anything about it?
I would. Of course I would.
Well?
It's a load of tripe. Only a fool would have given that trickster a single groschen, and I'm no fool. How about you?
But if you lied about that sort of stuff, it would be a terrible sin.
Don't be so gullible, lad. That bastard never saw the Holy Land. Unless it was in a fresco.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But you'd be better off going for a good scrub. You don't exactly smell like roses.
I'd like to order something here.
And what is it you'd like?
Proper bath. And my clothes need washing.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Sure.
I'd like to order something here.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
No deal. No deal. No deal. I'd like to...
And what is it?
No deal.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and wilting of late.
Then buy this powder made of a unicorn's horn. Welcome, pilgrim.
Will you teach me how to pickpocket better?
Are you pulling my pizzle?
From the
You want me to
yard or
teach
from
you
the
after
woods,
what you did
lean
here?
and fatty pork,
Sure,
chicken
farewell.
and beef.
Welcome, pilgrim.
Sure, farewell.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Here. And
Come right up.
something for your trouble.
It's a feast for your
My
eyes and your
word, thank
stomach.
you kindly.
It's hard to resist. You'll not find better.
The ravens.
Will you teach...
Are you pulling my pizzle? Sure, farewell.
I need something for my husband.
The answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone. Domino quarter.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God almighty, here again.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I've got the Draper's tinderbox for you.
He who laughs last, laughs loudest. Here's the boots I promised you. Wear them in good health. And now I'll go and get my revenge.
Farewell.
Yeah.
God be with you.
Been a pleasure.
God be with you.
Fancy throwing a few? I can't wait to see how you throw.
Here, enjoy it.
This'll be the one. No point in pushing it. That's all. If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Jesus, what do I have to do to get a drink here? Hey, I'm dying of thirst.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Here.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
Here you are. Alright, alright.
This'll be the one. We'll see. Now you.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Finished.
Cordova! Why the hell did I even start playing?
God be with you.
The swordsmith from the town said he was after the pieces of a sword from some Queen of Sheba. A pilgrim was selling him a while back.
I know he's after those, but he's out of luck. He should have bought it while he had the chance. I still have mine on me. It brings me good fortune, and I shan't sell it.
Not even...
Not even for a king's ransom. Take care.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Mixed, cured and fresh, from the woods or from the pen. It all tastes delicious. If your pot is burnt down, our sausage will still taste good. If your husband is murdered, our sausages will be here. Come and get them.
Good day to you. Very well.
Good men, good wives, come have a look. Don't be shy. You'll never see such fine things.
Yeah.
Apples, cucumbers, onions.
Yeah. 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 folyikon! Beszarás, és pont amikor kedvem lenne valakiből kiverni a lelket.
Ja.
Innen lőhetett az a tiszt.
Ja.
Baszba, kezd félre menni a dolog.
Cumin! Look out! We've got Cumin here!
Oda repült. Ja!
Hey!
Ja!
I see a Cumin! Shit! Cumin! Cumin! Alarm! Sigismund's mercenaries! Hey! I see a Cumin! Look out! We've got Cumin here!
Ja!
Csak nem! Mit keresel itt? Véletlenül kibújtál az agyát szoknyája alól?
Ja.
Hey, the answer to my
Sonia.
prayers. Just when I
Nicsak,
wanted to
nicsak.
vent
Mi
my
bújt
rage
itt elő?
on someone. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Csak nem!
What's this thing? Why would someone throw that away?
So you're the shooter.
Ah! You! Stop! Ah! You're dead. Ah! Ah! Shit. Ah! Topsy ieri!
Yeah. Yeah.
So, did it work? Is your home free of the ghost?
Oh, you're here, are you? You're lucky I didn't have to get you myself. No, it didn't work. The spirit came just the same as before, and I didn't sleep a wink.
So you're saying I won't get my reward?
You get paid for results, my dear, and I haven't seen any yet. At least now I know that old wives' law doesn't help. Go and see Apothecary Coniash in Ratai. I hear he's familiar with all manner of magic.
Have you tried drinking a poppy decoction? I could prepare one for you.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried that? Well, I have, and it doesn't work.
Fine. I'll go and see the apothecary. Hopefully we'll come up with something that works.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
What do you... So...
Fine.
It's been a pleasure.
Best is yet to come.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, flat face. I'll be with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God be with you.
Is something troubling you?
I wouldn't say it's troubling me exactly, my boy, but I've heard talk about the Sasso blacksmith and I'm losing sleep over it.
What talk might that be?
They say they've heard him chanting when he tempers steel, and that nothing of his ever breaks.
Using spells to strengthen steel? Sounds like old wives' tales to me.
That's what they say. They say he was always muttering something, and if anyone catches him at it, he stops at once and gives them dirty looks.
Maybe he's just praying.
Well, he's getting help of some sort, whether it's prayers or something less holy.
Well, if it's troubling you, go and have a look for yourself.
Easy for you to say. I have too much work to do. And anyway, I can't just turn up asking questions. He wouldn't tell me anything.
And, how could I help with that?
Simple enough. Go there and find out if there's any grain of truth in it.
I suppose asking costs nothing.
Just don't ask him outright about any sorcery.
Don't worry, I'm not that daft.
Good, good. And don't worry. You won't be the poorer for it. Once you find out what's what, I'll find a way to recompense you.
All right. I'll go and see if there's anything to the stories.
Good. But be subtle about it. Don't go embarrassing yourself. Or me.
I've heard that some time ago a pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling a few relics. Did he come by here and offer you part of a sword?
Would it surprise you if I said yes? Why do you ask?
I'd buy the piece from you.
Well, why not? I don't know why I let myself get bamboozled into buying it. It's quite useless, and I can't say I've had good luck ever since. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah.
Watch where you're going. You nearly killed me.
Hey, lad. Don't you want a little wait?
Greetings, Henry.
I've brought you something. I must have dropped it somewhere.
Probably wasn't the best idea anyway.
What now? Shall we take a walk?
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. It's getting too late now. But if you pick me up during the day, I'll be glad to take a walk with you.
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know anything about getting rid of wandering souls?
The wrestler's dead. I might know a bit about that. It depends who wants to know. I wouldn't want to be accused of heresy.
Oh, come now, Konyash. You helped me once before, so I'd like to ask you for something again.
Fine, you're right, Henry. I won't lie to you. I'm interested in occult teachings and a bit of alchemy. It's far more than just old wives' tales. I truly believe it's a science. So what exactly do you need?
To help a village woman from Ledechko. Her neighbour's ghost has been haunting her. He visits her every night.
You don't say. Now this is interesting. Revenant spectral beings, cursed souls from beyond the grave?
Yes, exactly. Her house is haunted.
To put it vulgarly, my lad, to put it vulgarly. But there are spells that can banish restless souls back to the realm of the beyond.
Now that's what I wanted to hear. And do you know the spells?
Well, I'd like to learn at least one. But the only book I know that contains them has been classified amongst the Libri Prohibiti.
I've no idea what that means.
The spell's written in a forbidden book. A book that's in Latin and kept under lock and key in the monastery. It's called Liber de Mortuis, Necronomiconos. Do you need to know any more?
So, does it happen to be this book here?
Where did you... How? No, better I don't ask. But yes, indeed. That's the very book we need.
Here it is.
Wonderful. Come back in a little while. I need to read through it and find that spell. And here's a reward for your efforts.
Yeah.
Good day to you.
You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy? I've had so many visitors I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers? That sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
What kind of work are we talking?
Well,
a cook. Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Skalitz folk are best suited to the job.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me, and I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water?
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
What can you tell me about the other carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince someone.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck, then.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Good people! Come up close
Yeah.
and have a smell.
Stop right there. I have to search you.
You there. Come here a moment.
Well? I'm from the Skalitz, good
What's
boy.
going on?
You all know
Orders
what
of his
happened
lordship.
there? Help your neighbour.
Do I look like someone you need to search?
Look here, it's all just a simple mistake. Naturally, I wouldn't search your good self.
Here you are. Thank you kindly. What are you here for?
I'll stop by for that call. Very well.
Maybe I could get you some work, if you know how to cook food for nobles.
And where would I learn that? In Skalitz? If it's gruel with lard you're after, fine. But that ain't really fair for a lord.
No, I reckon not. Well, it's not a job for you then.
So why waste my time talking about it? Come back when you've something worthwhile to tell me. May the Lord watch over you. Take care.
But I'm reduced to this. I'm from Skalitz.
You there. Come here. Good day to you. What do you need?
What are you hanging around for? Don't you have any work to do?
No, I don't. Sigismund's marauders took everything I had and reduced me to beggary.
What's it about?
Since I lost everything, I've been doing whatever I could to survive. Only I got caught with my hand in someone else's pocket. And since then, I can't even set foot on the square without the catchpoles pouncing on me.
So you're a pickpocket? All right, get to the point, but keep your hands where I can see them.
My honestly begged groschen were taken from me by that bastard of a guard, Pazdera. He claimed I stole them and took them for himself, the swine. Well, if you can get them from his pocket back into mine, where they rightfully belong, I'll give you a share and teach you a handy trick too. What do you say?
All right, I reckon I can manage that. How much coin are we talking about?
Everything he has on him. Half is yours.
It all sounds a bit fishy.
Well, take it or leave it. But if you get my money back from Pastor of the Guard, I'm sure I can put some more work your way. Take care now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good health to you.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
Who should I talk to? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
Thanks. I noticed some of the Skalitz men look like they've been in the wars. Has something happened here?
There's a local brawler who takes on all comers for bets. If you beat him, you get some silver. If you lose, you have to do his job for him.
Oh, I'll have to look into that.
Good luck to you.
Shit! Hey! A pickpocket! Don't move a finger. Surrender!
Stop!
You've committed a violation. You're under arrest. Someone saw you stealing. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
What's going on there?
All right, that's enough. Maybe you didn't realise, but I'm in the service of the Lord of Ratai. So you better keep that in mind.
Try your fairy tales on someone else.
All right, here you are.
You purge yourself before the law, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. You can be sure. Give me back the stolen goods and show me what else you have on you.
What do you think you're doing? Put the weapon away.
Hey, put that away before I lose my temper.
I'll never forget your kindness. Thank you.
Hey, put that away before I lose my temper.
some scullets and... well...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good day to you.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burgess don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, it goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home. Farewell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good day to you. God be with you.
I've got your coin.
I'd like to see that bastard's face when he finds out it's gone. I'll give you some of the groschen back, like I promised. And I've got another job for you.
What's this other job, then?
Everywhere you go here, you'll see wretches like me. Poor souls that don't have a pot to piss in and have to beg. Then take a look and rat-eye at all the gentlefolk with their noses in the air, looking out only for themselves, with not a moment's thought for the poor. Well, from one fine lady, you could get alms to feed the whole lot of us here.
Alms for everyone? That'd be quite a purse. But I'll see what I can do.
That's the spirit. In return, I'll teach you something useful, and you'll get a share too, of course. May the Lord watch over you.
lost everything. My home, my family, my livelihood.
Here's your groschen.
Good. Keep after your effort. Interested in another job?
You mentioned another job. I'm all ears.
Aye. There's a good widow living in squalor with us in the camp. She sold the last memento she had of her sainted mother to a moneylender so she could feed her young ones. And now she's so torn with regret, she can't sleep nights.
You want me to get this memento back?
Just so. I'd do it myself, only I can't show my face on the town square without the catchpoles kicking my arse. Steal her ring back from that usurer, Wolf from Bruda. You can pick your own reward while you're at it. He's so rich it ain't decent.
I'll be right back.
May the Lord watch over you.
What? What the fuck? Help! Arrest that thief! Thief! Guard, come here quick! There's a thief over there!
You there! Hey!
I've got that ring.
Ha! That'll bring tears of joy to that poor widow. I hope you filled your own pocket while you were at it. You're a handy lad. You could be king of all the thieves in Rattay.
What else have you got for me?
Something really special this time. There's a stuck-up cloth merchant from Ledechko who comes to Rattay from time to time. The bastard claims poverty is God's punishment on us for our sins. I'd like to show him what God's punishment looks like. Now, if you were to lift his guild seal from his pouch, he'd never live down the shame of losing it once the guild gets wind of it.
The mills of God grind slowly but surely, eh?
And we'll help them along. As a reward, I'll get you something really wonderful. Just wait and see.
I'm on it.
Farewell.
You there! You! Stop!
Stop!
Surrender!
Are you under arrest for breaking the law?
By Sigismund's Lord.
Someone saw you stealing. This definitely won't come cheap.
All right, here you are.
All right. Just make sure it doesn't happen again. Give me all the things you stole so...
Help me, people, please. I'm from Scarlet and I lost everything I had.
I'm from Scarlet. Good folk. You all know what happened there. Help me,
Are they going to leave this corpse here for a while? Where the hell is
God be with you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Hey, what are you doing? You're robbing folk!
Hey, you! Oh.
What are you up to? Thief!
Surrender!
Stop!
You committed a
Someone there?
Hey, you! Oh!
Surrender! You'll have to answer for your law. No!
Hey, who's there?